morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to door number 4 of the Hallmark of Greatness Advent. I'm Ed Burke, and with me as always are Joe Higgins.
Hello.
And Craig Lowe.
God, I hated this film.
Door number 4 is My Dad's Christmas Date. My Dad's Christmas Date. 16-year-old Jules plays matchmaker and decides to create an online dating profile for her widowed dad without his knowledge. What could go wrong? Plenty.
Manic depression, suicidal tendencies.
Murder, suicide.
Hallucinations of your ghost mum/wife fucking about with the Christmas tree constantly.
This had a murder-suicide vibe to it, this film.
This had a that kid is that dad's touching the kid.
I would recommend anyone just have a quick look at the poster that they use for this, because if you look at that, it looks very, very fun, jovial, festive film.
Well,
it's not.
What we were promised with the poster was dad goes on a series of wacky Christmas dates and eventually falls in love with, like, I don't know, a local ice sculptress or something.
It's usually they fall in love with, like,
the woman at the coffee shop who he confides in every day.
Yes.
Or the woman who's
Carol's
looking after
Beans.
the kid, or a teacher. Someone who he wasn't set up with.
Yes.
But no, this was just...
When he was least expecting it.
By the end of it, nothing has been gained.
No one is happy.
The entire film, nothing has been gained.
The dad and the kid's relationship is slightly better, maybe?
Is it?
Or understanding as to the...
Is that because he had to fight that Scrooge off that was trying to molest her?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Got a bit of shouting out the systems, went and stood in the graveyard. Christmas!
Essentially, they're both just grieving over the dead mum.
Yeah.
Yes, but he is a controversial figure, shall we say.
What, the actor?
Who, Mr. Jeremy Piven.
Yes, Jeremy Piven.
It's annoying that
Mr. Hands.
he's quite a good actor.
Yes.
Or at least he was in this. He's just a problematic person.
He pulls off the emotional moments with the sort of aplomb that you wouldn't expect from one of these straight to... He gets teary-eyed and emotional at just the right moments and does that one-handed stroking the beard of his face like exasperation. Oh, God, I can't believe this is happening.
It's terrible film.
Maybe he should stop groping his co-stars.
Yeah. The only redeeming thing is that Mike from The Young One's in it talking about salmon briefly.
For 3 seconds.
Yep. That's all you see of him, and that's all you need to see. Even that can't save it.
There's some lovely establishing shots of York.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And there is some lovely shots of York on a soundstage that they clearly, because I'm sorry, it doesn't snow that much in York.
Because there's not enough room to fit a camera crew in the shambles.
That is, the shambles are not that wide either.
That's where your cat in there.
She sets up these accounts on her dad's credit card, and her dad doesn't know it.
It's $3,000 or something daft, wasn't it?
It was a ridiculous amount of money. Which
It might be 300.
I think it was
But
300.
Still.
I mean, to be fair, this is like 2 weeks before Christmas. She could have just done the 30-day free trial on all of them.
Could have.
But then
That's what Anthony does. Because he's too cheap.
You only get one
had to
sexy
pay
picture, though.
out 180 quid for his car and 3 quid for Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse because he's a fool.
I'm not responsible with cash.
No, you clearly not. I thought I had bad impulse control with I've just bought a tabletop football machine. Yes, did not care for this. There's a whole weird bit. The premise of it is she sets up these dates, takes her dad to them, but doesn't tell him he's on a date.
She just
and then he just acts like an absolute knob to these women.
Well, random women come up to him, address him by name, as if they are expecting to meet their date for the evening, and he's just like, "Who are you?" And repeat that about 5 times, and you've got the film.
Yeah, there's a woman in an art gallery. There's like a woman. There's a
woman in a coffee shop and a restaurant.
See, the coffee shop one, I thought the daughter was going to be groomed by some pervert. Because they have this big online conversation and it's very lol, Rufflecopter, what kind of pants are you wearing sort of thing. And I was like, oh, is this going to be the twist? She's going to arrive there, it's going to be some grubby pervert and the dad's going to save her.
If this film could get more depressing, it would be paedophilic grooming.
Yes, but no, it's just a woman who shows up while the two of them are having an argument about going to a party or something.
And she shakes her head, off she trots, end of date.
The whole thing set up doesn't go anywhere. There is a whole weird subplot as well with the daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Daughter has a boyfriend who's older than her, but apparently that's because he's just been through everyone in his year at school.
Like you do.
And yeah, that's the whole thing. They go to a party together and he's been wanked off in a bedroom by some other random girl. And then that's that story concluded. They go to church, they have a sing-song, And it ends. It's just like
Yeah.
It just stops.
There's
It
no-
literally stops.
there's no.
Quite
I was like,
pressing
was-
film throughout.
well, there's no right. Didn't have to be set at Christmas.
Hey,
No,
we're
not
getting
at
to
all.
that.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, I forget that's the rule. Sorry. Yeah, not a fun Christmas film. Certainly not Santa Claus the movie.
No.
But by the same token, like, just nothing is gained from it. There is no. There's no.
My heart is not warmed in the slightest by watching this movie.
There's no passage of time. There's no journey. No one learns anything.
No, except maybe put some security barriers on your credit cards.
Well, at least check it regularly.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of that was gained was the father and daughter's relationship. They understood each other
Slightly
slightly
better.
more by the fact that maybe they're both grieving over the dead lady, dead mum
I mean,
slash wife.
Not to sound harsh, but teenage daughter and father relationship, that's probably about as good as it's going to get for at least like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, because there was that horrible weird bit where I was very confused, where she was phoning her dead mum's phone, and I was like, "Why is she still phoning her? She's dead."
A dead
And
mum
I
left a bunch of
realised that,
voicemails.
she couldn't talk to her dad about these things, so she talked to her dead mum.
Let's hope that's a pay-as-you-go phone as well, because if it's contract, you're not paying 35 quid a month just to hear a voicemail message.
Well, again, why is I assumed it was pay as you go, but she's been secretly topping it up.
Yeah, just chucking on that tenner while she's been in the supermarket every month.
Yeah, it's stupid film. Hated it.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage.
Not the
And
worst
we
we've
get to the main
seen.
point.
Might not be the
It
worst.
had nothing to do with Christmas. Didn't need to be
could-
Christmas.
Could have
We're
been
talking
set
about
at
it.
any
It's right
time.
there. It's right there in the title, Anthony.
Could have been
As
set at any time. The only things that were Christmas here was that Ghost Mum appears and like dances around the Christmas tree at one
It
point.
wasn't even like the mum died at Christmas either. We saw the tombstone in the end. It was like July.
Yeah.
So it was
Killed
not
in
like memories of being brought up in and around Christmas.
Killed in a car
it was
crash,
just-
yeah. Which seems to be the flavour of the week with these. Dead mum dancing around the Christmas tree. They go to a Christmas party. There was a Christmas Carol concert thing at the end.
Yes.
Could have been at any time of year. People are always having parties.
Yeah.
Mike from the Young Ones will show up at anything.
Apparently.
Provided there's salmon, because he loves salmon.
Craig, you got to do your thing.
What's my thing?
Is it call or something else?
Yeah, all right.
We're
So
not
what?
doing ratings.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Oh, yeah,
ratings
sorry, it's
first,
my
don't we?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry, Joe. Press the button again so you know where we're starting.
No, it's fine. I can edit around this.
What are you scoring this out of 10?
I'm going to give this 2 Christmas puddings.
2 exactly. I give it 3.8.
Oh, high. 2.3. 2.3 for me.
3.3. Lovely.
Not as bad as Home Sweet Home Alone,
Right.
but definitely way down in the ratings.
Unbelievable.
Giant lump of coal!
So that would make it a lump of coal then, wouldn't it?
Very
Yeah.
heartily. This is definitely not a Satsuma.
He's got to be one.
I got
Beautiful.
fun!
It's definitely not in rotation.
No,
No.
I
It
would
sh-
quite happily never see this again.
It shouldn't be in a rotation for anything. I don't know how this got made because there is nothing to be gained from it.
The,
at
o- the
all.
only the only list this is on is the one that Jeremy Piven has to go on every time he moves house.
All right, keep it light.
Hey-oh! In conclusion, that was my dad's Christmas date. Not good.
Don't watch
Bad.
this. Even
No.
if you've got Prime, don't be tempted.
No, it does not promise what the poster.
Yeah. False bill of goods.
Join us tomorrow for day
Another-
number 5.
Film.
Something else. Something completely different.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know who's got the graph.